Hey there, intern neighbors. Sometimes we have to just get a little bit serious.
Hey, kids!
Never mind that. As I was saying, sometimes you just have to get a little bit serious. I've mentioned it a couple of times in our videos, but my busted shoulder and you guys being observant and never missing a beat have asked about it. So, I'm going to shed a layer and we're going to talk about it a little bit. So don't mind if I get a little sexier in here. And we're going to do this a little closer. So here we are sitting at my desk. I've promised to talk with you guys a little bit about it, since a couple of people have asked. I guess I'll start off by just showing you guys. There's the big boo-boo. Never mind the beard. Pretty little scar, I guess. Anyway. So, what had happened was... No, I'm just kidding. I was a truck driver. You know, if you couldn't tell by my truck driver physique. Working for this one place, we were delivering wood pellets, wood chips over to the port. But I don't know exactly what they were for. I just knew what I was to do with them. And that's load them up in a hopper bottom trailer, drive down to the port, drop a load off, and rinse repeat. Did that twice a day, 6 days a week. Well, on February 2nd, we were doing the very last load. I guess I should explain the loading mechanism. We had a crane lift that lifted a bag of material, the wood chips. Each bag was over 2 tons. So we went and we were loading the very last bag, just like any other morning. I was inside the top of the hopper bottom. I'll show you guys a picture of a hopper bottom truck. In fact, for the purposes of this video, I think I'll continue this demonstration. So here's the workplace. I know, awesome drawing, right? Anyway, it had a loading ramp, it had a factory, it had a loading platform, and it had the bags of material that were stored on the platform. The bags of material themselves had 2 straps, which were used when the crane was lifting them up, and a nipple on the bottom. That's what you untied to allow the material inside the bag to disperse into the hopper bottom. The factory itself was made of metal, and it had all sorts of heavy-duty processing machinery in it. But in order to save time, this random non-affiliated duck will have to do it. So there we have the factory. And the crane was actually positioned about where your vantage point's at. So, you guys are the crane. You guys deserve a thumbs up. Here. Whoops. I'll fix that, no worries. Anyway, give yourselves a couple thumbs up. That's not quite what I meant, but it'll do. You can put those away now. It's still not right. It's a wood processing plant, so there was sawdust all around the loading platform. That's better. Well, why don't we go ahead and just add color to the whole thing? Except for the bag. It was white to begin with. Silly bag. No color for you. Aww. So here's how things went down. You'd back the truck into the loading ramp, like this. Relax, I'm kidding. You'd actually do it more like this. And then you jump on the top of the trailer. Hey look, that's me. Here, let's make a couple of modifications so it's more accurate. That's better. Oh, don't believe me? Fine, fine. So, while you're on top of the trailer, you're helping the crane operator. I guess that would be you guys. And they would be bringing bags in, one by one. You'd untie the bottom of the bag and allow the material to drop straight through. And that's pretty much how it went. Now, as the trailer filled up with pellets, part of the job was to actually jump into the hopper, something you normally wouldn't do, and use your weight and your strength to manipulate the bag around, which is held up mostly by the crane, so that you could get more material into the actual trailer. Higher weight means more money, anyone who's a trucker sort of knows that. While Stick Hubster makes this look easy, walking on the material in the trailer is like walking on quicksand. Additionally, manipulating a 4,000-pound bag on quicksand is very difficult, even if it is held in place by a crane. On the date of the injury, that was February 2nd, 2013, my boss, who was operating the crane, viciously rammed me with the 2-ton bag of material, sent me flying into outer space. At least that's the way I remember it. No, I'm kidding. It was a complete accident. I don't blame the operator of the crane. We were just loading up the very last bag like we'd done hundreds of times before. For whatever reason, the precision wasn't there. With little to no footing from standing in the quicksand-like material in the trailer and already standing on the edge of the trailer, I was pushed with the 2-ton bag of material. No, I'm a big guy, but I'm not big enough to push back against a 2-ton bag of material pushing against me. So I was pushed backward off the front of the trailer. I landed on the back of my head, on my shoulder, and my elbow, onto the steel catwalk of the truck, and I rolled off the side of the truck onto the ground. It's as simple as that. In the next video, I'm going to explain a little bit of how this has permanently affected us. So you get to see kind of the outcome or the aftermath, but that's, in a nutshell, that's basically what happened right there. And if you liked the video, feel free to hit the subscribe button with a 2-ton bag of material. Oh, and try to hit the like button with your shoulder on the way down. Thanks so much for your support, guys. It really does mean a ton. Oh, no pun intended. We love you. Code monkey put key in ignition, but he not